So to keep our horn angle staged towards the front sideline, we use a sliding technique. And to teach that, we'll fall into the position of attention with our horns up, facing forward. And the weight is on our platforms. And what we'll do now is we'll take our platforms and we'll take baby steps to get our lower bodies, our toes, face 90 degrees to the right, leaving your upper body exactly where it is. So if you could do that, just take small steps with your feet so that the toes are facing 90 degrees to your right. So the shoulders should stay in that same alignment that they were before, and the toes are now faced 90 degrees there. And what you'll notice is to make that happen, the hips should be at a 45-degree angle to the right. If the hips are not at a 45-degree angle to the right, it makes it very difficult for the shoulders to be at a square 90 degrees. So if you could practice that on your own by leaving your hips where they were before, and it's really difficult to get the shoulders to work that way and to get the stomach muscles to stretch that way. So it's very important when you do that, have your hips at a 45-degree angle so that the shoulders can be comfortably at a 90-degree angle. And you'll notice you're actually able, if your hips are adjusted the right way, you're actually able to come past 90 degrees if you want to. So if you could each come past 90 degrees and then correct it and come back to 45 degrees. So that should be a comfortable position if the hips are positioned appropriately. And from here, you can take a step in that direction, in what would be considered the forward direction for them. So if, on your own, if you could take a normal step pushing off of the right platform and take a step in that direction while staged towards the camera. So none of the techniques change. The same projection and the straight legs and foot technique stays the same. All that happens is that the shoulders are at a 90 degrees and the hips are at a 45 degrees. The same concepts apply when traveling to the left in a sliding position. So we'll fall into the position of attention with the horns up. And we'll take those same baby steps to get our lower bodies pointed 90 degrees to the left. And our upper body stays staged towards the front. So your weight is on your platforms. And you'll notice with the hips in the appropriate alignment, the shoulders should be at a comfortable 90 degrees. And again, if the hips are acting appropriately, you can actually come past 90 degrees, which you'll never be asked to do. The most severe angle that you'll be asked to march in a slide position is 90 degrees. So come back to 90. To make sure that the shoulders stay in alignment, some students find it beneficial to think about taking the trailing shoulder and pulling it back, or taking the leading shoulder and pushing it forward to maintain that alignment. And from here, you can take a forward step and it'd be completely comfortable if the hips are appropriately aligned. So go ahead and do that on your own. Taking a forward step, keeping the shoulders in alignment and the hips at a 45-degree angle. And reset, do that again. I'll give you mark time for push 1. Stop at sharing. Mark, time, mark, and 1, 2, 3, push 1. Notice the shoulders don't swing out of alignment and your height doesn't change.